See this right here, this is what it's all about. I sit down and turn on the camera, got this box here, right? Because there's some shoes in there. Yeah, that's a good thing, right? You know, it's not so somber or whatever like the video yesterday, but you know, I got some good reactions from it, so at least the point was made. Before I get into that though, man, like I got home and I've been looking forward to this particular one for a little while, not to hype it up too much, but I have, right? And I was all set to do like the normal, like, screw everything else, let's get to this unboxing thing, because that's generally how it works. But I usually leave my Sonos player playing like some radio station during the day. Today I went with like a 90s one. And even though I'm not here most of the day, it's nice that when I come home there's music playing. I like that. And I walk in and it's just playing like all the hits, you know, and I didn't want to stop it because I was like, man, I'm really into these songs that are being played right now, you know. It's hit me with some Robin and some Christina Aguilera. There's some Spice Girls in there, you know, a lot of those big 90s pop songs, and I like them, right? Don't judge me. And so eventually they kind of hit a lull, and I was like, all right, this is my moment to stop it, because you don't stop the rock, right? You're not supposed to anyway. So now here we are, ready to do this. Also, another thing to stop this, I sent out a handful of gift cards the other day, right? Which was great. You know, it's a good feeling to do something for other people. It kind of sucks that means it's one less pair of shoes I'll buy, but 5 people are that much closer to their next pair, so that's better to me. So if you're watching this, which you probably are, whenever you do make that purchase, go ahead and tag me in a picture or something, or make it known to me. Say, hey, you contributed to this, because I like to know, you know, what people are picking up, especially when I have some kind of hand in it. But that said, moving on. Nope, not moving on just yet. At least not to this. As you see here, it's finally wearing that Chris Candido shirt that I was like all hyped up about like what feels like forever ago. You know, Mr. No Gimmicks Needed. And along with this, I broke out those University Gold Air Max 1s like I said I would in a video many moons ago. You know what? That was said on video, so let's roll the clip. I'll put that guy over here. And anyways, so that happened today. Pretty cool, because I do really like this shirt, courtesy of Pro Wrestling Tees, not through a crate, but through a mystery box, because every so often they do that to get rid of older things, and I buy into it, literally and logically. Or not logically, what's the other word? Metaphorically? I don't know, figuratively. That's the one I'm looking for. Literally and figuratively. Okay, now that we've done all the other talking, or I've done it, and you've hopefully done some listening, now we get into the box, the meat and potatoes of this situation, if you will. Yeah, so this here, and assuming it is what I think it is, and Foot Locker didn't screw up my order, is not a new release by far. New to me, so that's what counts, but something everybody else has probably seen more than they care to, and that's fine. But you haven't seen it from me, so it's just a little bit different. Really, the only part that's different is probably like the last 2 minutes where I talk about random things that other people don't talk about, because they talk about their life, I talk about mine. Anyways, oh, Nike box, right? So a very similar box to what you've seen here before. And yet again, well, for only the second time, they hit me with that whole like, hey, let's wrap each shoe individually thing, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. It's the same thing that they did with those University Gold Air Maxes that I had on today, which again, it just catches you off guard. Maybe it's a new thing they're going with. I don't think I've bought any new Air Max ones. So I think all the other ones I bought were like older. Nope, that is not true, because those reflective safari things. Anyways, let's do this. So here we have it. Let's pull this guy out. Man, this is not easy. All right. So one shoe out. Bam. The Have a Nike Day Air Max 1. Man, I wanted this thing and could not get it. Wanted it pretty badly, as at least by Tristan Stewart standards, because it had a, for one, it's an Air Max. It's made for like the whole Air Max Day thing, and it looks cool to me. I know the colors aren't for everybody, but to me, I was like, yeah, I'm trying to be a part of this. I'm trying to get that in the collection. And now here it is. I'm going to pull out this other one real quick just so I can see, make sure they're like, you know, in pristine condition, or at least good, unlike those University Gold Air Maxes the first time around. So now we've got them both out. Quick look around, and things are where I feel they need to be. Look at these guys, man. I mean, the little, you know, the fabric, not the fabric, the stitching on the back of here is a little not that great, but overall, it's fine for me. I'm thrilled to have these. I really am. So, yeah, as I was saying, I saw these and I was like, man, I want to get those. Like, I like the colors. They seem to pop pretty nicely. I mean, it's a little different, so it's gonna stand out a little bit too, just because of that, you know. That guy on the front though, that little that dude, the face, that I don't care for, not at all. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna leave it on or take it off, but whatever. So, past that, let's do the review thing, shall we? So, starting from the bottom, working to the top, and from the front and to the back. So, there you have the standard Air Max 1 sole, right? This isn't one of those mashups or anything like that, nothing surprising here. Just the normal thing that you'd expect to see. Nice and clear on both shoes. So that's good, because I like to see that. But one of the things, past this normal style air sole you got there, the bottom, which was one of the sellers for me, I mean, well, later after the fact, it was just like icing on the cake because I didn't hear about it at first. That right there, I am a huge fan of this somewhat translucent coloring on the bottom here. It's a little dirty for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. Looks like it's just, actually it's just specks from like the fabric, and we'll get into that. But yeah, just looking at the coloring on those, I'm a huge fan of it. It sucks that it's gonna get so dirty because Korea streets, at least locally, are dang nasty. Oh my god, dude, splash. When you get out here, you're gonna see it. You're gonna be like, what is this? It almost feels like I'm living in poverty sometimes. I'm not, but it feels that way. Anyways, so moving past that onto the rest of the shoe. This around the toe box here, this area, it's feeling like it might be suede. I'm not 100% sure. It could be that nubuck thing, but I'm gonna lean towards the suede on there. Whatever it is though, super soft. And it matches up with what's on the back here. The pink part and the purple part are both also in that same material. Everything is actually, now that I look at it. Well, maybe not quite the tealish part at the top there. That seems to be slightly of a different material. But it's, oh man, these things are just really nice. In a way, they remind me of what were those things? The Dynamic Berry Air Max 1s that came out for Air Max Day in 2016, I'm thinking. I'm feeling like it was 16. Yeah, I haven't been doing this whole shoe thing for a long time, like a lot of my cohorts, if you will. But it's been long enough that things are starting to run together. There are some releases I can remember down to like the month and the day. No, not month and the day. Month, year, well, maybe even the day. But then there are some where it's like, man, when was that? Because I remember I was in Denver for a Panic at the Disco concert and I ordered them, and so that was what year? Yeah. Anyways, so yes, back to the shoe though. These things just all around, looking at this upper, I'm really liking this feel of everything else. And then on the upper part of the toe box here, it's the normal mesh style that you feel on a lot of these shoes. You know, it's not super soft or anything like that, but it's what you would expect. It's like the standard Air Max material. One of the nice touches though, as you move up the shoe, moving past that little blackface Nike thing, not blackface, but you know, blackened face. Oh, you can kind of see on there. Is it focusing? Maybe it's not. Yeah, it's got the "Have a Nike Day" on the top of the tongue there. So that's a nice little touch, you know. It's I mean, it sounds stupid, you know, like but I see what they were going for. It's just like, it sounds stupid to me, even though I really like these shoes. And then moving on into the shoe, there's a nice this purple that's going on in there. You can kind of see it's the same shade as what's on the upper part of the heel. Not quite this little heel cup area, but this part. So it's pretty nice though. It looks like it's gonna be, well, not overly comfortable, because I mean, these are modeled after shoes that came out many moons ago. So the comfort, while it is there, is not where it is on, like, if they were to release like a 2019 Air Max, which I guess technically they kind of do with the Vapor Maxes, but those would have a totally different feel, I'm sure of it. But either way, it looks like it's going to be a nice wear whenever I do get to break these out, which will likely be on Tuesday, which is March 26th, the actual Air Max day. So yeah, so it's nice to have another one in the collection. I was already well good enough on the inventory to not have to do any repeats, but now I have one more to add in there, which is, I guess, one less thing that's probably going to make it out this month, but we'll see. So the thing is, a little fun fact for you, I tend to not, just to keep the rotation going, right? I don't wear, under normal circumstances, I don't wear the same pair of shoes twice in a week, let alone twice in a day. So like, if I go out and I go to the gym or something, then I come home, then I do whatever, and then I go out to go and like get food or whatever, new activity, new shoes. That's how I operate, right? It keeps the rotation going, and that's important. So then I'm able to keep things somewhat, you know, fresh, because I look at what I have available and I'll think, okay, well, I wore that recently. If I can remember wearing it, then I try to stay away from it. Again, that's usually when I have a lot more shoes around me. Here, I do have a good number at this point, but back in my stateside days, it was significantly easier to do that, I'll say that. And then onto the back, you've got the Nike face thing going on there too. So man, just overall though, these shoes are, I mean, I'm not trying to oversell them or anything, because I know there's some mixed feelings about them for different reasons, but I, the person who bought these shoes to wear them, am a huge fan of them, and that is all that matters. Remember that, because it's important. So man, yeah, so that's gonna be it for me. I think I don't believe I have anything else to say. I just am looking forward to breaking these guys out. I don't know what the next thing that I will have is, because you may have seen the video yesterday. I'm not getting those inertias, so that's whatever. And I don't think, and I haven't ordered anything else that's like even on its way or anything. So, and then what is it? The next thing up is, I think I'm gonna hold off on the future pack, or the throwback future release, just because I have the feeling that it's not gonna be like immediate sellouts, and I also never completely settled on which ones I want. I'm leaning towards the 90s. I think I was actually leaning towards the 97s, which is different. But yeah, so that's something. And then I guess there's the Game of Thrones that come out the 22nd, which is Friday. So, and even if I order those, they're not going to ship immediately, and then I'm not going to get them immediately. So I don't know. I mean, unless I hit up the store this weekend or something and something catches my eye, it might. I don't want to say it's going to be a bit before I do another review, because every time I do that, like, somehow I end up with a pair of shoes, but I'm just gonna say I don't have anything set right now. Things can change though, and hopefully they do, because I do like making these videos. It's entertaining, you know? Make a video, do a little back and forth with some people in the comments. It's alright, it's alright. Anyways, this has gone on well long enough. I'm going to go over there and finish making the dinner that I started while I was listening to the Spice Girls. And then get this thing edited and uploaded. I don't think I'll have to do too much editing. Minus throwing in some clips here and there. Yeah, so again, nice up close picture for you guys. This right here, Air Max 1, have a Nike day. Oh, let me read off the box here. What? Okay, Space Purple, Black Violet Spatial Noir. Just so you know. Alright, have a nice day. Oh, wait, no. Have a Nike day. Because that doesn't sound stupid at all, right?